Hi, welcome to Trippin' with the Ingalls at RVBuiltFor2.com. This week we're going to talk about Lola's weekend. The newer lithium-ion batteries are now such that they found that they don't really like temperature extremes. They don't last as long as originally expected because of with high temperatures. And of course, most battery compartments that are in for standard flooded cell batteries are in an exposed area, and so they wanted to know, okay, so if we need to insulate the battery compartment, and there's a couple of ways to do that. The Journey's battery compartment is relatively small and compact. We got two chassis batteries, and we've got 3 house batteries. So we've got, and that's about all of the room that there is. So there's a limited amount of space to work with. And the way it is now, in order to get the chassis battery out, the first chassis battery out, I have to remove one of the house batteries in order to wiggle it out. But once I got home, I took a look at that, and that's what this next video is about, is checking out the battery compartment and see how much work is going to be involved in actually putting insulation around the existing battery compartment. If using the existing battery compartment will save us a lot of money as far as having to rewire our house batteries. So if we had to put it inside the coach, or if we had to put it in the underneath in the bedroom or something like that, that would, even though it was close, it would still involve rewiring. Where if we can use the existing battery compartment, then that will allow us to save money in the installation and actually and take care of that. So here's the first video that I did checking out the battery compartment and the battery area. Okay, now here's a different shot looking at the battery box itself with the chassis battery, the 2 chassis batteries on the left, and then there are 3 house batteries on the right. And notice that the flange here sticks out. And so that means that in order to get to this back battery here, I have to take out this center battery. And same thing goes with the chassis battery here. There's about a 3 or 4 inch flange that sticks out here. So in order for me to take out the chassis battery, I have to remove this house battery here. And let's see if we can get into a situation. So here's the right hand chassis battery, and then situated in 90 degrees from that are the 2 other chassis batteries. And then to the left of that are the 2 chassis batteries. So the 3 house batteries on the right and the 2 chassis batteries on the left there. And again, and then notice so there's a smaller opening on the left here versus the right hand side. And then if we take a look underneath, let me close this. As far as insulating this, for the most part, it'll be pretty easy. The underneath has got flanges and stuff, so I can take pretty easily insulate it. And the only issue is I don't know whether that I should be putting any insulation between the tires here and the side there. And the same situation, we got plenty of room in the back there to insulate the back of the battery box as well as the other side. So the only real issue about doing external insulation on this is over here on the tire side, whether or not there's enough room, and or whether we want to. It's also going to take a beating. Any insulation that we put up there is going to be taking a beating. So have to ask that question there. All right, here's the battery box that we've got, and the 300 amp hour lithium battery that we're looking at is 14.5 inches long. So I made this template just almost 14 3/4 long, and then 11 1/4 wide, and I made this 11.5 inches wide. So here's our here's our template, and going in, you see that we've got plenty of room to slide it in and put it in there. You can actually there's plenty of room to add insulation on the inside of the box without any problem. We could actually put it in either way, either lengthwise, longwise, or widewise, and fit it into the box without any problem. It could go quite a ways in at an angle, and we probably can scoot it over a little bit and have enough room to take out the chassis battery over here without having to remove the lithium-ion battery. So that's great news. I'm glad I made the template to check that out and verify the measurements. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Trippin' with the Ingalls. You'll find more links on solar energy and the tools that we used at rvbuiltfor2.com. Thanks again. Bye.